Hello and welcome back to DDO Trades. Let's get right into the video. Today's Friday, so we're ending off the week, doing a weekly recap as well as a daily recap. We ended off the week $350 in profit with an 82% win rate, 6.7% profit factor with $30 average win to $20 win. So that's a 1.5 kind of win to loss ratio. Don't be deceived though by this win percentage because I move my stop loss to break even most of the time. That's why this looks very high. All right, so today I made $140. We took two trades. We followed two trade ideas, and one of the trade ideas got stopped out, but it was still valid. And then the other was what made us most of our money today. The first trade was taken at 8:45 with a profit of $15. I added to that contract at a higher price, but got stopped out at break even for the two contracts, which is why this is negative 11. And 3 minutes later, I go long again because the trade idea was still valid with three contracts this time. I take profits on two of those contracts within the first 2 minutes, securing $40, and then let one of the contracts run. And it runs all the way up until $99 for a 100 pip gain. So let's get into the charts. So today we traded primarily on the 15 and 30-minute time frame, and then the 1-minute time frame from when we were tracking back, when we were trailing our stop loss, I should say. So I don't use VWAP. I don't know why. I was just looking to see what indicators were there. Okay, so this was the trade idea. So I logged on at 8 a.m. Eastern and I marked out my highs and my lows for this range. So we can see here there's a support that formed that was held by the 15-minute and the 30-minute. And then there was a resistance. This is the support, this is the resistance that formed as well on the 15-minute and the 30-minute. So the trade idea was that if the 15-minute candle closes above or below this range, that'll give us a probable likelihood that it's going to continue up or down. And we can see the 15-minute candle closed above this range, which gave us our confirmation that we can go longs. So the first trade did go longs at here. It went all the way until this other candle for about 18 minutes. I added to the trade and then the trade came down and hunted my stop loss. So that trade got invalidated because I had moved my stop loss to break even at that point. But the trade idea was still valid. So I entered in with three contracts, secured two contracts for a total of around $45 in profit for the day, and let one of the contracts run. So that contract ran until this next candle. And if we go down to the 1 minute, it gives us a better view of how the trade actually executed. So it was getting to 9:30, which is New York opening bell. And this last contract, we ran until here, this candle. So I was trailing my stop loss, 2 or 3 candles below. And then if it breaks out, then I move it to that next breakout area. And I was trailing my stop loss here for a while until it crossed this level. And it was getting to 9:30, so I really didn't want the trade to lose any value. That's why I was trading so tight. And then it got stopped out at around 9:27, which was a great stop because it wasn't going to go higher until I guess 9:35, which is fine. So that was the trade. Very hyped, very excited about this trade and very excited to end the week off profitable. So what could I have done better this week? I definitely need to be better at moving my stop loss. I think I'm scared. Yes, I'm scared of my stop loss getting hit, and I'm scared of taking losses. And so I'm eager to move my stop loss, which tends to, invalidate me out of the trade with a better entry than to just let my trade go up and, come back down into drawdown if necessary. I could definitely put more size on my trades. I think I'm trying to figure out how to manage risk with this account. I know I have a $2,000 loss limit on this account, and so I want to make sure that I have enough of a buffer that I'm not, screwing myself out of this account. Um, and yeah, I think today was a good day. I I decided not to trade after I had gotten my $140 in profit, even though I could have, because the next trade was a valid trade. So here we can see there was a resistance that formed, and this 15-minute candle closed below, or it wicked below, and this candle crossed that wick. So I would have taken an impulse sell and gone for maybe like a 1-to-1, and that would have been a good trade as well. But because I made my profit, I decided not to trade. So that's a good thing. And yeah, I'm excited. I'll continue to learn over the weekend and grow. And hopefully we can pass this account and stay accountable to sticking to our plan.